If you happen to have Scorpio in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or if you happen to be cross watching for Scorpio, right off the bat, I want to say that some of you are dealing with Virgo because this looks very similar to the Virgo reading. Okay, Virgo, Scorpio. Someone may need you to keep an open mind this week. I think the open mindedness has something to do with communication. It seems like somebody this week is hell bent on being right. So much so that they're not really listening to what the other one is saying. The issue is that there's somebody that you really love or they really love you, and it just seems like there's a wedge between you and someone, you and some Scorpio, or a Scorpio child may be feeling this way about you. It seems like somebody would like to get in a better situation with you. They would like to get closer to you. For some of you, this is someone that you freed yourself from. There's someone that would like a reunion with you, where they want to get back together. Somebody misses the way that things used to be, but it just seems like there's a breakdown in communication this week. Crossing energy is insight, as if someone would like better insight about how to get closer to you or how to get you to break down your walls, or vice versa. The counselor. Some of you could be thinking about going to couples counseling. Or maybe this is you going to counseling, Scorpio, to deal with inner child issues. Just as I said in Virgo, and Virgo is a highlighted sign in this reading, it seems like somebody is avoiding the issue, or somebody has their walls up, their guard up in a relationship. They're not really able to bring their guard down because of their inner child issues, because of their personal trust issues or abandonment issues. For some of you, this is going on in a parent child situation. It feels like there is a parent that is emotionally withdrawing from a child. And there's a child that is looking for that validation or that acceptance from a parent, but it just seems like a parent can come across as a bit of a bully. This might be how a child might be looking at a situation, or this is, like I said, a romantic relationship. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So it feels like this week, Scorpio, I'm fighting the urge to call you Virgo, but it feels like balance is the key this week. Listening and affirming the way that you word things this week with a particular family member or somebody that's close to you. It seems like it makes the biggest difference, because somebody does feel like, yeah, lately the atmosphere between the two of you has been drama. And somebody's feeling frustrated because it feels like somebody does not know how to get through to the other one. For some of you, I feel like somebody wants out of this. I know that I'm not the one for you. For some of you, this is why somebody is emotionally withdrawing, because somebody is having second thoughts about this situation. For others of you, it just seems like somebody lost themselves in the drama for a while. Somebody was more concerned about being right than really listening to what their partner or their child was really saying. So this is leaving somebody feeling like, okay, I don't want to deal with you. I want to run away from the issue. What did you really want from me? Somebody feels like the other one is selfish or that they're full of themselves. So again, Scorpio, this week, communication is about balance, listening, affirming, and validating. If that's how you genuinely feel. If it's not, then it is what it is. But it just seems like this is something that could be fixable. Listening is here more than once. It feels like your guides are really trying to get your attention about something this week, Scorpio or cross watcher. Yeah, it comes out again. This has something to do with somebody that's close to you. I definitely feel that someone wants to make a peace offering after saying some words or portraying some type of actions that were undesirable. They feel really hurt. Yep, come out of the closet. This is causing somebody to kind of clam up. They're looking to a parent. So maybe they're feeling like, okay, I need to just keep bottled up what I really feel inside and not really say what I want to say because it's going to cause some type of commotion. It's going to cause somebody to go ballistic. And somebody is really taking something to heart. They're really feeling like they're having difficulty with letting go of whatever was said or some type of drama or heat that has played out in the recent past. Yeah, destructive. This is what's causing things to go left. It's because the way that somebody communicates or they've been conveying themselves lately has been destructive rather than constructive. Oh, you're going to do all the signs first? No. I was on the live for the paid readings. I was looking for you, Shantane. My assistant sent you the link to the live, but the people that I had personals with didn't show up to the live, so I'm just gonna do it later.
I may have not shown up in notifications.
Yeah, maybe it didn't show up in notifications. Deception and Three of Swords as soon as I park the deck. See, somebody's been lying. And it seems like you have two cards here talking about listening. Somebody could be eavesdropping on somebody's conversations. There could be some type of gossip going on in this situation. This is possibly somebody going to someone else to kind of vent about the issues in the relationship. Or this is like, I need somebody that's really, you may need the advice of a third person that is genuinely listening or helps the other person tone it down to listen. What's really going on for the Scorpio nation this week, Holy Spirit? Disappointment. You have Three of Swords as well. The star in reverse may have something to do with an Aquarius. You have the Devil, Aquarius, Capricorn. Somebody's feeling really disappointed about something. Really disappointed about some type of conflict. Shift the focus from the problem back to love. Okay, that's what I mean. Something really has the ability to be shifted this week, Scorpio Nation. It seems like you have the ability to shift. I really do feel like somebody could be shifting the blame just the way that this is coming up. King of Cups. This could be you, Scorpio, or you're dealing with another water sign. Somebody really feels betrayed by something. Listen, right? This feels like somebody is taking what somebody said in confidence and telling it to other people. It's a Gemini. Somebody block you, Scorpio, or you blocked a fire sign. Okay, yeah. 9 times out of 10, this is going on in a love relationship. You could possibly be, this could be an interracial couple, intercultural couple. What's going on this week, Holy Spirit, for Scorpio? Yes, same card that I got for Virgo, conflict. This is what somebody is disappointed. It just seems like you can't come to a resolution. You can't find some type of truce. You can't seem to feel like you can come to some type of an agreement with someone, with something in a particular relationship. Where does this go, Holy Spirit? Somebody needs to make a choice or a decision. Why? Somebody might feel like you're having to choose between, like, this could be a kid that may feel like they have to choose between both parents. Or this is possibly somebody that needs to make a choice about where they really want to be and if they really want to give maybe a relationship a chance again. Is it? Somebody's making a choice between 3 people. Maybe you're making a choice or a decision for children. Maybe you have 3 children. Scorpio. Maybe you're trying to restore trust. What are you making a choice about? Healing family issues. Inner child. So I think somebody is making a personal choice to get counseling about something. Because this is the biggest barrier, it feels like, to a relationship coming together. Or someone finding a way to let go of childhood trauma. Let's see what's really going on, Scorpio. What is this about inner child? Let's see what you're dealing with this week, Scorpio, or what a child may be dealing with. It's a child that really does need encouragement. There's a kid here that may feel like their parent doesn't really believe in their potential and they're not really getting the encouragement that they need. It's a kid that might be noticing a lot of tension and arguments within with their parents, that they don't really get along or they haven't been getting along lately. It looks like there's some issues going on with sibling rivalry, and it seems like there's an issue going on with balance. One of you may be selfless, the other one gives off the appearance of being selfish, or this is the way that one looks at the other. For others of you, it seems like there's a missing connection with a mother figure. Either the mother figure is absent, or they just feel like they don't really have a genuine connection with their mother. There's a kid here that's exhibiting a lot of anger. Then maybe they don't really know how to formulate the words to really convey, about what they really are feeling inside. So they have a lot of tantrums. This might be for your own kid. You might be noticing some red flags with your child. Maybe you don't know what to say to maybe fix some type of atmosphere within the home. Or like I said, this is something that is going on personally with you, old family issues. It may have you kind of at a deadlock about what to say or how to get close to people, Scorpio, or this is somebody that's around you. You have a choice to make. I think that you might be having a choice to make about a court situation. Some of you, this court situation, you're battling out, you're hashing something out in court with someone. Some of you might actively be going through a divorce. And maybe that's something that's defeating you mentally, a court situation, or the possibility of there being a separation and having to go through that. Virgo shows up heavily. Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. I'm trying to see what else you're making a choice about. Some of you, it's about a living situation of where you're going to live. There's a Pisces who is thinking about you. Yes, thank you. There's a child. There's a child that I feel like might be putting on a front and they might not be showing you how hurt they really are. But it just seems like somebody is in survival mode. Cancer, Scorpio nation, you've got to be dealing with a Cancer. Do you see this? Survivor. I just said Cancer. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Cancer survivor. Somebody in remission. Maybe you're getting some type of insight about a medical issue. But this feels like it's more about communication than anything. Breakdowns in communication. One over talking the other one, not really being able to get their point across, or somebody just being a flat out liar. Somebody around you that is in your environment is this way, Scorpio, or this is something that you're dealing with. There's a Sagittarius. Financially. There's some type of achievement that's coming in for you. Because it's weird. You have polarities here. You have a consciousness of lack. And then you have abundance. I think you're becoming, some of you, not all of you, Scorpios or cross watchers have those issues, like lack mentality. But I think you might be coming to terms with that, or there might be an eye-opening situation for you this week, Scorpio, that might be shedding some light on this. For some of you, it has something to do with your work situation. Work and your finances are obviously connected. There's something that I think you're trying to achieve, and I think it's financial independence. I think you're trying to improve a financial situation. The only thing is, Scorpio Nation, I think you might be feeling like you're chasing the dollar. Hey, Miss Aquarius, Keisha, I haven't forgotten about you. I just need to edit your reading and send it off to you. Hey, Divine Intuitive. Just got to work having dinner. Thank you, Divine Intuitive. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, some of you, I think it's a work situation. You kind of might feel like you're stuck in a work situation and that you'd rather be free of. Ooh, let me see if I get some insight, Scorpio, about what's going on with your work situation, your work environment. Something about your work environment is just seeming kind of off, seeming a little bit awkward. I think this is where you're making a choice about your job this week. I think it's both. I think it's about a living situation, about where you want to live, maybe about children, about where they are going to live. Like I did say in the beginning, there's a child that may feel like they have to make a choice between either parent. And I did say something about a court battle. This could definitely be a custody battle. I think there's a battle going on in your mind, and I think you are looking for guidance this week, Scorpio. And I think you do stumble upon this insight. I think this insight is not something that you need to look outside of yourself for. I think this insight is coming to you through your inner voice. This week, it helps you to make a decision wherever you're making a decision in your life. I think this is a mental decision. It has something to do with a mindset. It seems like you have some type of an epiphany, or like I said, there's some type of life event that comes that makes the light bulb go off. It gives you some type of answer. It feels like this answer comes through meditation. It could also be coming through a Leo. Having some type of mental shift this week, Scorpio, is a life changer. It's a game changer. It helps you to take a leap of faith, and it gives you this newfound belief in yourself because it feels like there's a lot of money. It doesn't say that money is everything, but I think that that is something that's on your mind. It seems like there is some type of success, financial success that you're trying to achieve. But it just seems like you might be sleeping on some type of gift or talent that you have, or it's just there's a lot of self doubt about breaking the chains to something that's holding you back. For some of you, it's addiction. You're caught up in a whirlwind of addiction. Yep, soon as I part the deck, fear. That is what I feel is causing you to spin in circles. And it's causing you to lose out on a lot of different opportunities in life, whether they're financial or otherwise. For some of you, it's a lack mentality that's causing you to lose out on love because we talked about this. Your walls are up, your cards are up. And it has a lot to do with inner child issues about feeling like it's not easy to get close to people and let your guard down. You got such a wall up, Scorpio, or cross watcher, and it's just creating a lot of barriers. And I promise you, there's somebody that's really controlling, okay? You got oppression, oppressor. For some of you, this is at work. See, somebody might be, okay? Scorpio. I think this is you mentally. Honestly, I think this is your inner chatter. For some of you, this is going on externally from you. There is somebody that might be trying to keep you down verbally. Somebody is saying some things that really are destructive. Let's make that clear. Destructiveness. But I think this is you. I think you pick yourself apart. I think you can be your own worst critic at times, Scorpio. And this week, I think that this is the change that comes in. Someone comes in to give you some type of guidance. It could be in the form of an elder. It could be in the form of a counselor. Some of you, this is a kid getting maybe counseling at school, talking to a school counselor to get some type of guidance. Maybe you are like structuring your kid's school schedule. This could be somebody that doesn't know what they want to do, what they want to be. Or this is just flat out, like I said, there's a child that's in need of guidance. Like I said, this is your inner child that's in need of guidance. Anyway, the point is, it feels like there's some type of mental shift that takes place this week within you. You gain some type of wisdom or insight, and it helps you open up some type of communication. The reading keeps directing me back to a decision that needs to be made. Maybe this is what you're not clear on a decision, or to be clear about what you want. I think this is what your guys are saying. You may need to be clear about what you want with someone. Someone does not know what you want. Somebody's not a mind reader in this situation, Scorpio, or this is just flat out miscommunication. No, this is, yeah, I took the easy way out. I know I made a mistake. This feels like somebody does not know how to apologize, or they don't know when to, you know what I mean? Show the other person how they feel. I think somebody struggles with being apologetic. Some of you might be celebrating a Leo's birthday this week, I guess, this month. Yes, thank you, spirit guides. That's what somebody wants to hear from you, or you want to hear this from someone, Scorpio. And I think that due to the fact that someone is not, it's causing someone else to struggle emotionally. Step away from the crowd. I think there's a kid that is struggling because they're different, because they hold a lot of things inside. There could be a child that could be holding a secret, that maybe they are a part of the LGBTQ community. Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio? Okay, with work, I do feel like that's also where you're making, no, spirit guys, you gotta need back to here, speak with love. That's the issue. Somebody is very dominating. They say things that are hurtful, painful. And I think it has something to do with a generational thing. You saw this growing up, and now this is something that you're repeating. This is the week, Scorpio Nation or Cross Watcher, that you break the chains to something. Something is keeping you from a new beginning, but your guides are really trying to get you to start over with something, start from scratch. This could be like you're abandoning the things that you grew up, the destructive type of things that you adapted to growing up. Hey, Miss Wanda. Oh no, thank you for joining. You're abandoning those things and adapting to a new way of doing things. Like I said, there's some type of generational cycle. It's time to start fresh. And for some of you, this means turning back and going to fix something. Not just fixing it on the surface, but fixing it for real. Somebody wants you to change the way that you communicate, or the way that you're vice versa. I think somebody's thinking about reaching out this week, Scorpio, especially if this is for a job. Maybe this is where you're making a decision about you professionally, about what you would like to do or which job you want to choose. Somebody murdered Scorpio. Somebody may have witnessed something. Random side note. That's for somebody. Yes. That's why we're talking about consciousness of lack and abundance, okay? I saw both cards there. So it seems like there's some type of shift that needs to take place for you to increase your financial situation. It's the way that you're viewing things. There's a lot of negativity that might be floating around in your mind this week, Scorpio. You may want to shift what you're focusing on. Yes, and I think that's how you achieve some type of success that you feel is eluding you. That's what I mean. There's something this week that has not healed, and your guides are shedding light on that. You can't figure out why. There's a wall up, and what keeps you from getting close to people, it's that for some of you. It's inner child issues. It causes you to sabotage relationships with people that you want to be closer to. But you just feel like you can't, like it's just a maze for you. You're like, I can't figure this out. I can't figure out this riddle. Are you procrastinating on something because your guys are trying to get you to take action on something? There's a relationship that is suffering because of neglect. That's what I mean. I think you are your own worst enemy. You are keeping yourself stuck in some type of way. Anything else, Holy Spirit, for the Scorpio Nation? You might get a visit from the Emperor and Aries, somebody from the Aries Nation, because let's make it clear, there's a fire sign that is highly featured in your reading. And I think this is somebody with a fiery temper, or somebody that says something when they're pissed off. They say things that cut to the core. Yes, King of Wands, fire sign. You might be lighting candles. Be careful about allowing small issues to rage out of control. That's what I mean. Something's not being discussed. Something ends up getting out of control. This might be a kid. Like I said, you have a kid that you might feel is out of control. They have a rage issue. This feels like this is a teenager. Or this is somebody that's stuck in their teenage years, mentally, emotionally. The advice, Holy Spirit, for the Scorpio nation. I promise you I'm trying not to say Virgo. Scorpio, what is the advice for the Scorpio nation? Surrender to non-action, surrender obsessive thinking. Yeah, I feel that this is you. Obsessively criticizing yourself, or this is someone obsessively criticizing someone else. And it's like this is all that you're thinking about. You're giving this all of your energy. It seems like there's something that it's hard for you to let go of. And this is what you're thinking about on a constant level. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. It's the way that you're thinking about something as Gemini. It's the way that you're thinking about something this week, Scorpio. Or this is you maybe overthinking an apology. Or this is you being like, can you just be a human being and apologize? That might be something that you're obsessively thinking about. Surrender to non-action. Ooh, surrender your desire to control people. You got somebody that is very controlling, Scorpio, a cross watcher, or is a manipulator in your situation, or somebody could be viewing you this way. Surrender to non-action. Oh, okay. Goodness, where did that go? I got a card that says surrender to non-action. I probably put it back and started shuffling. But it was talking about let others come to you. So this might be a situation where you do want to reach out to someone and you're very tempted to, or whatever the case happens to be. I think this is somebody that does want to reach out, but they're not. Whatever side of the coin that you're on, the card was talking about let others come to you. So in some situations, it may take for you to back off from the situation and let someone sincerely come to you. Somebody may have, this might be like a struggle journey for someone to kind of figure out what to do to bridge the gap, or what to do to figure out about, you know what I mean, how to kind of break the ice, or to try to regain the trust. It seems like somebody this week has been operating out of ego, out of control. They've been operating out of their base selves. And somebody that's all that they can think about day and night. Surrender to your intuition, because I did say that Scorpio, there's someone in your energy this week that could be rather deceptive. Not all of you is this a malicious thing. This seems like somebody struggles to really be honest with you about their inner struggles, about the fact that maybe they're going through some type of a depression, or this is a kid that might have some type of a dilemma, but maybe they don't really know how to go to you to get advice. Your intuition may alert you to something that might be going on with your own child. Or maybe this is you. You can't figure out about what the root cause of it is. Why are you lashing out at people? Or why is someone doing this to you? You're getting to the root of the issue, Scorpio. Or like I said, there's someone else that gives you some type of an eye-opening advice about something that helps you get to the root of the issue here. With that, Scorpio Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If found this reading was helpful, Scorpio Nation, thumbs up this video. Consider subscribing if you already haven't. I'll see y'all in the next one, Scorpio Nation. Saturday personal, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to that live so we can get that started. Shantane and Alexi, I'll meet y'all there. Anyone else that would like to join, I'll see you there as well. Peace out, everybody.